Hello, everybody, and welcome back on B4 Basketball for your Peat Podcast. And today is the last part of Frédéric Adjiwanou's interview, and he's going to talk about the end of his career and what he's up to now. Does he miss basketball? Does he still involved in basketball? You'll have all the answers in a few minutes.
Okay.
Honestly, I was ready. It's not like, like towards the end of my career, I knew that I wanted to stop at 35. Because me and my wife, we had talked about it. I was like, when I'm going to be 35, want to find the last contract, find a city where we can stay with the kids, set, set a ground. And I was ready, mentally. It's like when you mentally, you already start thinking about something else. You're not 100% into something, you cannot lie to yourself.
Sure.
And I always like use the example. It's just like being in a relationship. When you're in a relationship, everything goes good at the beginning, and when you start doubting, you're like, I don't know if I want to be with this person again. You're like, deep inside you that you don't want to be, but you're like, I'm gonna try to. And at some point, when your mind is not into it, it's like it's not worth it because you're gonna keep on fighting. When you see that person, sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're just mad, you don't know why, you're just pissed off. So with basketball, it was the same. I knew that I'm going to stop. Towards the end, it was the passion. Passion was still there, but the business of it, part of it, I was tired of it. I was like, I didn't recognize my values with the values of the business. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to crawl, for basketball. I want to jump for basketball. If I have to crawl for basketball, that's it. Let me say bye, hasta luego. That's it. Because my entire career, I always say one thing. You could be a champion. You could win championship. You could do this and that. At the end of the day, who's going to be talking about you? Who's going to be talking about you? Like, literally, you're going to be like a line on the big basketball book of France with a few records. Frédéric Adjiwanou professional basketball players, stats, that's it. And championship.
Right.
Is that going to bring something to you down the road? That's going to be, recognition. That's going to hit your ego, or you're proud, or it's me, but that's about it. But is it really going to bring you something? Think about it. Think about all the big athletes that you know in France. I'm talking about the old school. We can talk about Platini, anyway, even Sébastien Loeb, who won, how many titles? People don't talk about him today because, there's a new guy. Right. You're going to see him on that commercial with Neymar and Cristiano Ronaldo for SFR, but that's about it. But who really talks about him?
You're right.
Who really talks about him? So, am I going to stay with this? Or am I going to actually stick with what's going to happen next? And when you look at Kobe Bryant, it really was like, Kobe Bryant, how come you're not going to go see the Lakers game? Because I got the life. I got $4. When I was playing, I was always on the road. So now I'm living my life. Why would I go back, to the Lakers game and everything? Yeah, I'm going to go once in a while, but why? The Lakers ain't paying Kobe. They ain't the one paying him anymore. So why would you, So this is why, to me, it's really simple, with sports and all that. As soon as you understand that there's a life after basketball, well, you have to project yourself. Just like with my career, I was projecting myself after that. I was like, okay, I have a 2-year contract. Well, in 2 years, I got to be ready to get another 2. You know what I mean? And vice versa, and keep moving.
Also, now that your first career is over, can you explain us what you are doing in your second career? What type of job you move into?
My second, or I'm going to say my third career. Like I said, in 2010, we started Illicit Producers, which is a movie production company. The first movie that we did, the only one, Nola Circus, was financed by pro athletes. Then after that, 2.5 years ago, Started with four of my partners. We started a consulting company called Nateo Conseil. We actually based in Geneva, Switzerland. So we are a project office where we actually follow up and we help, physical people or like companies, small, mid and big companies towards the goals, and their objectives by bringing a financial audit. Then after that, we bring a strategic, views of things. If the company or that person needs funding, we go get that for them.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're pretty much like a project office. We also have a sports management division where we actually help young athletes who actually are ready, to go pro. We go with them, helping to manage their career as far as a personal, social, financial aspect of youth. And when I say personal, is that we actually going to teach them, how to get ready, for the short, like goals that they're setting for themselves. We are also there for the close entourage, which is the family, because the family is the number one factor that will determine if an athlete will go pro or will do well in his career. For example, I'm going to take you two guys. Okay, today on the map of sports, you got nobody. If tomorrow I come and I'm like, I got the next Messi, the next Cristiano, people's going to be like, what? They're going to start looking at you, and I'm going to put a few videos, right? Those videos, the first videos, is going to be the family, because, your parents or your friends, team, they're like, look what he's doing, boom, boom. You're going to create the buzz, all right?
Yeah.
From there, you have to teach. I'm going to have to talk to your parents and be like, what's happening is real. You're going to have agents coming because you have two kids. The two kids are the next Messi and Ronaldo. So you got to get ready mentally, because right now, both of your parents are living in a small apartments. You know what I mean? They don't have a car. Your parents they're barely making any money, okay, to send you on vacation. So when you're into the mindset, you have to understand, like, for even the parents, it's difficult when you have agents calling. Yeah, you kid, no, I got the Real Madrid, Barcelona, they want them. They're offering millions. Imagine for parents who make 2,000 euros a month, and if he send that paper, he can get 100,000 euros in his hand. Like they can go local, crazy. You know what I mean? So if you can't manage that, what's gonna happen to you? Parents can put pressure on you guys to really. But do you guys? Is that really what you want? Do you really want to go play for Real Madrid and Barcelona? Are you ready? Can you handle the pressure? All this and all that. So this is what we actually do, by giving, those services of like consulting, advising, because it can go like that. And on top of that, why am I saying the close entourage is the most dangerous thing for an athlete? Then after that, you get the family. Your friends. Okay, you guys never had like a pair of Nikes, or whatever. Now you have the money to buy the entire rack. You go to the store, give me all those shoes. How can you say no to your friends who've been there with you since day one? Yeah, struggle together. Sometimes you had to share like a piece of bread, in two, okay, imagine. So now you have the money. It's hard to say no. But now if you say yes to him, you say yes to the other one, and vice versa. That's how you get broke. That's how at the end, there's stories like Allen Iverson, who lost 110 millions. But the thing that people don't know about Allen Iverson, they think he's broke. He's not broke. The contract that he signed with Reebok, in a few years, he's going to get the stack that Reebok invested on his name. He's going to get more than 200 millions back. That's investing. You know what I mean? But he has to wait. but during his career, he spent money on his people. He used to take care of more than 40 people. Imagine, 40 people. So if you got to pay your rent, if you got to go get food, you got to get dressed. If I spend every day $500 on every individual,
Just too much.
Exactly. So this is why, like really trying like to put that in place. And actually, right now, my job here in Bordeaux, I'm a financial advisor, a financial and wealth advisor. And I also work with pro athletes to actually give them, like the information about how to manage, their life, how to manage their money, and how to actually, before managing, how to build, their patrimony, how to build, like a estate, how to save up money, for different goals and everything. So that's what I'm doing right now. But it's just another job, and I'm sure that I'm gonna have over a new adventure in the future.
It's great to see that you can have like take what you learn from all your years as a basketball player and like give your time and give your advice for the young person. So it's great.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's always like that. I always think that I was that kid one day. I was that kid, who always wanted to go see a basketball game, but my parents couldn't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got into the shoes, of the athletes, I always tell myself that every single time I used to see like those kids, coming to you, can I have an autograph? Can I get a picture? I would never say no, because you don't know what that kid or the parents are going through, at that moment. But when you see a human being, coming at you smiling and leaving with like an ever bigger smile, you know that you did something positive. You know that even for that split seconds or that the few minutes or even like the hours are going to follow through, you get that piece of paper or that picture with me and I don't even know you. But I brought something positive in your life for that moment. And to me, it's the most important thing. When you have people who make sacrifices to come see you at the game, you don't know what they have to do to pay, like to make that money and to pay for those tickets and everything. Even if you win or you lose, at the end of the day, you have to understand that they took their time to come see us for whatever reason. We gave them emotions, and that's my job. That's my job as an athlete, as being like inspiring, like to the kids, to the youth. And this is what we're doing right now. Like the first time we met, it was like, thanks to technology. But at the end of the day, what is it? It's different human beings meeting at some point and bringing over people and just to exchange and to learn. So I think that if the world were more like our parents, used to tell us that back in the days, in the neighborhood. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go see the neighbor to go ask for some sugar, for some salt. They used to give you like a bit of money. You were so happy. You were like, I'm going to go to the bakery, go get a bunch of candies. Tomorrow I'm going to school. I'm going to be the man of the hour because I got candies. That was the thing. But we used to know our neighbors. And what's crazy to me, you can't live in a building, have the same address. Literally, you have the same address. I mean, if the building burned, everybody who lives in that building can say, I lost my house. Yes, because you live in the same building, in the same address. The only thing that changed is the name on the mailbox. And you're going to live next to someone you don't know? To me, it's just crazy to me. You can't. But you look to their social media, people go on people's pages that they don't even know, and they like their pictures, but they never talk to those person. But you don't even know your neighbor. So if people say it always starts at the door of your house, a door of your house. So if you don't even know your neighbors, how do you expect now to go talk to somebody else? Or how do you expect to extend your network? Because you don't even know, but your neighbor might be your next boss. Your neighbor might be the next Steve Jobs. Your neighbor might be the next Messi. For real, or your neighbor just might be like just him. You feel me? But you don't know him. And you have the same address. You see each other every day. You don't say hi to each other. And most of the time, people realize that when they find out that something bad happened to the neighbor, they're like, oh, that was the neighbor. Oh, I feel bad. I should have. Well, do it.
Mm.
That's it.
That's a good
That's it.
advice.
It's all about That's it. It's all about communication. So if I have to resume really like why am I here? Is because I went to meet up people, you know what I mean? And when people, came to me, oh, you told, I never said, okay, leave me alone. I was like, obviously I'm told. People look at me, see, which is a good thing, because I could be told and ugly, all broken up. People they could make fun of me, but they don't. So it's a key, it's a key for me. When I was to be told, I'm like, people will always come to me with a smile, ask me, you play basketball? How tall are you? So it's a nice link, it's an easy link. And I never experienced racism because I was tall, because people don't look at the skin color. They look at just at the height. And on the other hand, you will never go see a short person and ask her, excuse me, how tall are you? You will never see a skinny person and ask her, excuse me, how much you weigh? You will never see an obese person and tell her how much you weigh. But a tall person is fascination. For real, it is. Right. People always like, oh, you must play basketball. Oh my God, it must be so great to be so tall and everything. But the other three cases, no one will ever ask that. You will never ask a short person how tall is she, because people feel it's a handicap. That's what you're thinking, but that short person cannot change that. So she lives with it, and to them, it's not a handicap. It's the way of life. That's it. We're not perfect.
And it can be a strength.
It is a strength. For me, I used it as a strength. Trust me. I'm like, people gonna come to me, ask me every single time. Well, let's talk. And I'm at thousands of people for real. At the store, at the airport, on the plane, on the train. It's always something. When you see tall people coming in the plane, people just people look at you. If I had like a GoPro on a daily basis, just to see how many people look at me. If I can get like followers just by the looks, I'll be rich today. I call YouTube. I'll be rich. But this is what helped me to actually, do all the things I'm doing professionally, and I do other things also on the side, but it is what it is. It's all about planification, organization, but it's about the will. It's about the will to give back.
Well, now to conclude everything, would you say you are as excited about your life now as you were as a basketball player?
Oh, honestly, I am more excited about my life right now than my life when I was playing basketball. Because when I was playing basketball, I was in a bubble. I was in that bubble because I knew what was going on outside the bubble. But since I was playing, I was still inside. And today, that bubble doesn't exist. I blend in everything. Not basketball, I would say life in general. Because basketball is a part of my life. Will always be a part of my life. Because no matter what, like I said, when people see me, you play basketball. I'm like, no, I used to. I'm like, I'm 39. Really? So that's how it is. When you see tall people, you think basketball or volleyball now or rugby, because now you got like taller players. But I'm more happy today because everything that I've done when I was playing basketball is still around my life today. It helped me to actually build where am I today, to help me build my family, to build my business career, to build, my family and everything. And I can never let that down as far as like, I'm talking about the business of basketball, but sports-wise, basketball took me places that I would never think that I could have went. Basketball helped me to take my family, my mom, all the way to the US, to Cali, to Colorado, to NBA games, to her taking picture with Dirk Nowitzki or Steve Nash, crazy, all this and all that. And my mom, she's so innocent, you know what I mean? Because she didn't know nothing about basketball. When I told her, that Wednesday afternoon, I'm gonna play basketball, she's like, huh? Now when you talk to her about basketball, you got to see her. She's like putting pressure on all my friends, Rodney Troya, Didier Benga. I'm waiting for my T-shirt. Don't forget, I'm waiting for my Jordan T-shirt. I'm like, Mom, back in the days, you didn't know nothing about basketball. Now you're over there hustling for everything. She's like, listen, I didn't know, now I know. So leave me alone. It's just that basketball like helped me to travel, to meet like great people. I've met bad people also, but hey, it happens, you have to fail to gain. And I do really appreciate it because sports help me to be disciplined. Sports help me to never give up, on my dreams and my goals. And sports taught me how to go get whatever you want without being scared. I have this sentence that is one of my tattoo actually, and I think I need to put a copyright on it soon because something is gonna pop up. And my says is like you can achieve all your goals, only fear can stop you. And the only thing can really stop you it's yourself. This is why at the beginning I talk about my intuition, and I think that. After we're done with this, I'm going to ask you guys to do one thing. To sit down and think about something that happened, something bad, something that you didn't want to happen, that happened. And when you look back at it, every single time when it happens, you're like, I shouldn't have done it because I had the signs told me before that I was supposed to stay home or I was supposed to do something else. And I doubted myself and I followed up something else or somebody else. And when things like that happen, you're like, I should have listened to. I should have listened to myself always. And you realize you're like, something was telling me to go left, I went right. Nah, when your mind is telling you something, just go with it. Most of the time is what you really want to do. Is what you want. Now you have peer pressure. It's always the same thing. Oh, let's go see this movie. Let's go buy this. And you get your friends around you. Oh, no, come on, man. That's not good. That's lame. And then your mind start messing with you. You're like, yeah, he's right. Oh, no, he's right. And at the end of the day, you kind of losing what your initial thought, which was yours. You know what I mean? That's what you wanted first. That's what you wanted first. So go with it. So this is why my life today, it's like, I'm getting old. And they always say that you get wiser. Just like all the wine, the older the wine, the better it is. The better it is. So when I look at it, I've learned so much from my experience that today I'm ready for what's coming next. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know that I'm ready. I'm not scared.
That's
so
most important.
So my life today, there's more to come. There's even like brighter times. There's gonna be better, bigger times. And I'm not even worried about it. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining because the life I have right now is the life I want. I'm happy with my wife, with my kids, with my friends, and all this. I don't need anything more. You know what I mean? I don't need anything more. As long as I'm happy and then I'm good in my mind and I'm healthy, what else can I ask? Because I can never forget that I lost a lot of my close friends. They're not here today. I am. So, hey, you have to look at it like. And be honest with it. I'm still standing, so let's do it. Let's make it happen.
That's the great the great end to conclude.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fred, for being with us. It was a real pleasure and learn from you. It's
Thank you.
Just amazing. You have an amazing story, and we're very exciting to have you, and we're very happy that you are our first guest.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity. and I will be more than glad and happy. To be back. Thank you, guys. Talk to you soon, and keep doing what you're doing is really important. And we need more guys like you.
Thank you.
And this is the end of Frédéric Adjiwanou's stories. We hope you liked it a lot, and see you next week for another interview with another guest. Bye bye.